250 riders taking the parade lap here in the Kingdome. Art Ekman along with David Bailey up in the press box looking down. You know, David, after the preliminary rounds, we saw speed, we saw smoothness, and we saw a lot of surprises. I'm not sure what to expect out of this main event.
Well, I think one thing you can expect is that Jeremy McGrath is going to come out swinging. He's going to come out aggressive. And I noticed that after the heat races and then the semi, that he's got the speed advantage out here tonight. When he wants to go fast and pull away and make passes, he can. I don't know if he can do that for 20 laps, though. The track is very difficult, very rutted, and it's going to take its toll. He's obviously got a lot of confidence to go out and ride that aggressive. And in LUSK and Pichon, they seem to be just a notch down in speed, but a lot more calm and collected. I know they can go 20 laps like that. Traffic is going to be interesting here tonight in the main event.
Usually we go down to Davey Coombs and talk about the track conditions or the positions at the gate, but right now, Davey, Ezra LUSK is getting in the spirit of the old Atlanta Falcons, those dirty birds.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of times I do talk about the track, but listen to this. Honda likes all their riders to look the same. They used to all wear Fox clothing, but now they got a split going, so they started wearing No Fear. Half the guys wear No Fear, half the guys wear Fox. But you know what? With the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl, Ezra LUSK messed the whole thing up because he got himself a custom-made Atlanta Falcons helmet, so you know who the homeboy's pulling for.
As we take a look at the Suzuki point standings, Jeremy, 1 point on Pichon and LAROCCO, 4 riders within 6 points of the lead, and a terrific battle for getting in the top 5 money. Wyndham leads 9 riders who are within 8 points of 5th place in those point standings. So they're at the gate here in Seattle now. Only about 3 riders left. Jeff Hemming is the last to get to the gate area. You know, coming back home, I expected Larry Ward to tell me it's the crowd that inspires him, all the home state fans and family cheering for him. That was the reason for his success here in the Kingdome. He's done so well here. He told me it was one of several reasons. He has 6 top 5 finishes in 9 years, including his first win here in 1990.
I believe it's a little bit of everything. It's the 4th race, so I have a lot of the little kinks and problems worked out by the time I get here. A little bit softer dirt the Kingdome always has tends to, I like it a lot. It suits my riding style. And then, of course, the pressure of having my family and all my friends and just wanting more than anything else in my heart to succeed drives me to good performances.
Okay, this place has really all of a sudden come alive. You can feel the electricity in the Kingdome. Mikel Pichon, Ezra LUSK, Mike LAROCCO, Wyndham, Button, Raynard, Huffman, Lamson, McGrath, Dowd, Emig, Ward, Filliman, Albertine, Lawrence, Tortelli, Gonzalez, Ferry, Waugh, and Voss, and we are underway.
McGrath is down in the first corner.
And leading the race is Larry Ward. Kevin Wyndham in a battle up front.
Look at them all. Pichon, LUSK,
and number 10,
Honda.
Jimmy Button.
Team Honda went down in the first corner along with Robbie Raynard.
And the crowd is going nuts here in the Kingdome. Their favorite son, Larry Ward, number 7 on the Team Suzuki, is out in front with Kevin Wyndham in 2nd place, Phil Lawrence in 3rd. John Dowd is in 4th. Take another look here at the start in turn 1.
Watch what happens right here, right behind Kevin Wyndham. McGrath's front wheel gets hung up, and it's just a domino effect. Pichon right there, LUSK right there, Raynard nowhere to go. And Huffman to the outside, McGrath still trying to get going. What a mess.
What a development. This evening has been full of surprises, and I don't suspect that would be the last one either.
No, I think we got 19 laps to go. What a bonus for Larry Ward to get the whole shot and to not have some of the heavy hitters right on his tail, pressuring him right away.
Mike LAROCCO's in good position to move up. Ward, number 1. Wyndham, number 2. Dowd in 3rd. And Mike LAROCCO now has moved into 4th. Mike LAROCCO loves this place.
Well, about lap 15, LAROCCO is going to be tough.
Phil Lawrence went flying before the triple on the near side. He is out of the running. As we take a look at number 3, Mike LAROCCO.
They're coming around to this section where looked like rider number 53, Gonzalez, went off the side of the track. The riders will still be able to triple through there, though. And number 3, LAROCCO, you can really make things happen late in the race. So can John Dowd. These guys are tough and in great shape.
So LAROCCO gets a decent start in this one, but he still is calling upon cutting through the pack like he likes to ride.
Well, I picture LAROCCO maybe kind of like me going out on the dance floor. You know, I'm a little shy. I like to wait till there's more people out there so I don't get noticed. It's tough to go out there and get the whole shot and have all that pressure. Like to just work his way into the crowd.
Out in front, Larry Ward. Wyndham is within striking distance. Then you see right here in third, number 6, John Dowd. After a tremendous heat and qualifying affair, he's in third place. LAROCCO in fourth, Albertine in fifth. Lampson is in fifth.
McGrath is up to 12th, and Lusk is right behind him in 13th, followed by Emick and Raynard. Then Pichon and Cortelli at the back of the pack. They're moving up nice, but it's tough to catch the front runners.
They've got 17 laps to go here in our 250 main event from the Kingdome. Right now, our leader is Larry Ward. In the Kingdome, Larry Ward leading the race. Lusk has gone down. Lusk is down.
Well, McGrath had moved up to 9th. Lusk was in 10th, right behind him. He got out of shape in the whoops, went off the track, was stuck underneath his motorcycle. His head was underneath the bike. He couldn't get loose. So now he's at the tail end of the pack.
So Lusk in last, but this young man in first place, Larry Ward. Since his first Supercross win here in '90, he's had 5 top 5 rides in 8 years. He's placed third place twice, fourth place twice, and a fifth place. Here's the battle for third. LAROCCO and John Dowd. Wyndham is starting to get close. Wyndham now side by side with Larry Ward, but Ward just shoots off that tabletop.
Well, that's what's interesting about the design of this racetrack, is it looks like you're losing time in one spot, but you make it up in the end. That's what we saw right there. It looked like Wyndham was going to be able to have that pass on the inside.
Can Larry Ward hold off Kevin Wyndham for his third career victory? It took a long time from 1990 till last year for him to get his second.
I think what Wyndham realizes too in trying to make a pass on Ward is that when you pass him, he can get you right back. So he might just want to sit back there and save whatever he's got till the end.
Villeman has moved in front of Lampson and Jeremy McGrath. And there's Wyndham making the pass for the lead. McGrath getting by Lampson as well is what I was going to say. As our new leader now, Kevin Wyndham. Larry Ward, can he come right back on him, David?
Well, it's possible. He just didn't want to deal with that pressure anymore. Watch as they enter this corner. Wyndham has a little bit different timing, dives to the inside. That was just smart. He lined that up in the left-hand corner before all of that. He jumped a different timing, knowing that in the end, if Larry Ward drifted wide, he could make the pass. Here's our leader as McGrath has moved up to 7th place now. McGrath, an early crash victim in the very first turn. And here's the battle for third. John Dowd and LAROCCO. LAROCCO just has not been able to get by that bulldog style of Dowdy. Well, the other thing, too, is he hasn't necessarily been close enough either. It's not like Dowd's holding him up. This is the closest he's been. He's realizing that where they are in the race, 11 laps to go, it's time to start making a move, or else the win, you can just forget, because Wyndham is starting to pull a little lead now on Ward.
John Dowd is looking for his first podium of the season. His best 250 here in Seattle in the past was a 10th place finish in '97, but that was in the 125 East. He didn't have much luck when he raced here on the 250s. The Honda stopwatch giving us a little interval here as Albertine flies through the picture.
Here comes McGrath.
He's in 5th. And there's McGrath, of course, number 1. Back and forth now. Ward starting to challenge Wyndham. The blue flag's waves in front. And it's Ward retaking the lead.
I was just about to give him my little strategy there on Ward. It may have been an idea to just get the pressure off of him, see what Wyndham was doing better that allowed him to catch up, figure that out, make a pass again.
Oh, the fans are going nuts, and rightly so.
He's got that momentum shifted back in his favor.
Now can Wyndham strike back quickly? LAROCCO starting to get closer to Dowd in third as we've got great battles going on.
Well, the bad news for those guys out front is look at number 6 and 3. They're starting to close the gap. This could be a four-way battle before long.
57.7, the unofficial word is a lap time.
That has definitely dipped down from what they were in the heat races. These guys aren't holding anything back, that's for sure.
We're halfway through our 250 main event here in Seattle, Washington. And the guy who won his very first Supercross here in the KingDOME is out in front. Windham now having a battle with Dowd. Dowd taking over second place. Dowdy in second place. Windham in third, and LAROCCO's right there. And Mike LAROCCO pass him on the triple.
Boy, what a race. A lot of resolve by Larry Ward to regroup like that, take the lead, and just open it up over these three. LAROCCO still has a chance. And with 9 laps to go, McGrath isn't really out of the picture. He's starting to close on these guys. He's pretty far back still, but he is closing.
Could this be Suzuki's first win of the season? After 2 Honda wins, it looked like a Red Rider revolution. And then Jeremy McGrath came back for a Yamaha win. Larry Ward now with a 3-second lead on John Dowd on a Yamaha. Behind him is LAROCCO, then Windham, and then Albertine, Villeman, and Jeremy McGrath. Let's check in with Davey Coombs trackside. Davey.
I know we're a long way away, but some quick math tells us right now Mike LAROCCO is going to end up being the points leader if things stay the way this is. But listen to this, guys. He's got a line down through this long whoop section. We just watched it past Windham. Watch, he's going to move up on down right here on this lap. I guarantee it.
LAROCCO playing it cool, David.
It's the straightaway as they come back towards us.
Ward down, LAROCCO, Windham, and Albertine are top 5. There's Ward, the leader. 21 is a lapper. That's Sebastian Waugh.
There you see McGrath creeping into the picture.
Dowd battling it out with LAROCCO, number 3 from the Factory Connection Honda. This is Dowdy's best ride of the year. LAROCCO, 3 races, 3 podiums, all third-place finishes.
Well, you don't want to see all your stars go down in the first corner, but sure hasn't made it an incredible race.
Yeah, that's part of Supercross, that's for sure, especially on this Seattle track, which you predicted, David Bailey. A lot of bizarre things happen in this dirt.
Now the guys have complained for 3 weeks about it being too easy, and not only did the track designers come back and build a tougher layout, but the soil really adds to that.
Ward with a 4-second lead and 7 laps to go. Less than 7 laps. In fact, when he makes this turn, it should be 6. There's Dowdy, Windham, and Albertine.
It's unbelievable to think Windham has got to be having some kind of problem. He's either not comfortable out there with the rods where he's got some arm pump. He was leading the race not too long ago, and right behind him, the rider that went down in the first corner and started last, Jeremy McGrath's about to make a pass.
McGrath has moved into 6th. Look out.
Make that 5th.
There's McGrath in the shot with Albertine. Both passing Windham. Albertine a 16th, a 20th, and a 12th. His best ride of the year. And McGrath is on the edge.
The podium is within grasp for Jeremy. He's still got time, 6 laps to go.
Jeremy McGrath. What an unbelievable rider he's been over his career. 53 career wins.
Hey, you like to win. You like to hole shot and pull away the way he did last week in Phoenix, but the rides that are the most gratifying where he, although if you don't win them, you've got to be proud of the way you came from behind.
5 laps to go. He's in 5th spot. McGrath has never finished off the podium here in Seattle. Here's our leader, Larry Ward.
Ward still enjoys a nice cushion, and the next rider he laps is going to be number 5, Mikel Pichon.
He still has a 4-second lead on John Dowd, and LAROCCO's right behind Dowdy. Here's the battle with Albertine and LAROCCO, or I should say McGRATH. And we've got less than 5 laps to go now.
McGrath getting a tearaway, straightening his goggles. This guy's got so much air time, they can fiddle with it. They can readjust their clutch. They have little levers now in case they start to get play about this time in the main event. They can reach up there and readjust things.
Now 4 laps as Larry Ward comes over the finish line jump in front of Dowd and in front of LAROCCO. Could this be LAROCCO's 4th straight 3rd place finish? Albertine and McGrath battling it out behind them.
So LAROCCO laps Pichon, who he was tied in the points with, and makes a position.
Albertine is Ward's teammate. Finally, McGrath makes the move by Greg Albertine. McGrath moving into 4th. Our leader, Ward. Can he hold on for less than 4 laps?
McGrath continues to close, but he's got a long way to go to his next rider, Dowd.
He's got 12 seconds to pick up.
Well, he can cut that in half, probably. Any more than that, it's going to be, I'll be impressed. I can't believe how far he's come already.
McGrath, it's his 7th consecutive year with a Supercross victory. He accomplished that last week in Phoenix. The record is 8, held by Jeff Ward. But right now, this guy is looking for his 3rd career win. 2 of those would be right here in Seattle if he can hold on. Mike LAROCCO, number 3. He's moved into 2nd place in front of John Dowd.
Remember how dangerous, I talked about Mike LAROCCO at around lap 15.
Ward getting around Jimmy Button on the 4-stroke with little trouble. And you're seeing LAROCCO in 2nd place. Dowd's in 3rd. McGrath in 4th. But with 3 laps to go, is quite a ways back. It would take a major mistake right now by Ward, or for that matter, LAROCCO, for McGrath to win.
Anything can happen. We've seen it all. You can get a tough box out in the line, a lapped rider, anything. As long as LAROCCO keeps the pressure on, he's still got a chance. Ward has ridden a what a race Larry Ward has put together here.
Here's Jeremy. Let's check him out, David. He's been riding on the edge the whole way. That's Pichon behind him.
Well, Pichon was only 1 point behind McGrath coming into this race. Now McGrath's lapping him, so
LAROCCO could conceivably take over the points lead.
as long as he stays ahead of McGrath.
Less than 2 laps to go for Larry Ward. Roger LaCoster, Team Suzuki's leader. The place is going nuts. The flash bulbs are going off. Larry Ward, when he takes the next left turn, will get the white flag.
Okay, have you ever been nervous? Just times that by about 10. White flag. You got to make sure that you don't get cross-rutted. You got to stay clear of lapped riders, in which he doesn't have to deal with any, it looks like.
Could this be the first time in Larry Ward's long, distinguished career that he's been able to win back-to-back victories in back-to-back years, is what I'm saying.
No major mistakes in this lap. There you see LAROCCO.
He's moved up to 2nd, and he could take over the points lead if he finishes there. The crowd cheering Larry Ward on. Well, we ask him, he's waving to the crowd, puts a fist in the air off the triple.
He's got one more triple to get over. Look at that crowd. He decides to double it.
Team Suzuki under Roger DeCoster now. His main goal, of course, improving that 250 program. This would mean the 3rd consecutive year with a victory for Team Suzuki. And the 2nd consecutive year for victory for Larry Ward. Miracles on the racetrack. LAROCCO in 2nd. John Dowd, his best finish of the year, his first podium in 3rd. And McGrath, for the first time in racing in Seattle, does not make the podium, but he comes all the way back after the crash to take 4th position. Lee McCullough and his rider, Larry Ward, celebrating trackside. My goodness. You know, when we first went into this evening, David Bailey, we both agreed that something unusual would happen. We'd be surprised. Well, we've been surprised throughout the entire evening, not just the main event.
It has been amazing, and that first turn really started things off interesting. And I thought with the way that McGrath and Pichon and Lusk and Emig and Huffman were all right there together moving through the pack, it was going to be a great battle, but Jeremy just killed those guys, worked his way all the way up, just missed the podium. But the guy that rode the greatest race, Larry Ward, he was challenged early on by Wyndham, but was able to regroup, get him back, and pull away and hold off LAROCCO. What a feeling.
So we'll take a look at the official point standings as they're totaling them up right now. Larry Ward taking his victory lap in front of this very happy 50,000 crowd here at the Kingdome, the last race to be staged here in Seattle's Kingdome. We'll be right back talking with the winners and the podium participants right after these words. Pace Supercross has been brought to you by Suzuki. Right now, your Suzuki dealer has a wide selection of fine motorcycles and ATVs and the financing to get them. And by Honda, inventor of all-terrain vehicles. Honda, best on earth. Well, the fans don't want to leave the Seattle Kingdome, many of them, as they started toward the gates, and then they turn around, they see Larry Ward going toward the winner's podium, and they're just ecstatic here in Seattle for their native son, Larry Ward, who won his first race here in 1990. Took him a long time to win his second victory, but he took the victory last year in Tampa and then comes right back. He's on the podium now, raising his hands as we take a look at the top 5 finishers. Ward, LAROCCO, he'll take over the points lead. John Dowd, Jeremy McGrath. A great ride for Jeremy, coming all the way back after that first turn crash. And Greg Albertine, his best ride of the year, making the top 5. And while we look at 6 through 10, let's check in with Davey Coombs down there where all the action is.
Actually, Art, I'm with the new points leader, Mike. It's been years since we got a chance to say it in Supercross. You rode strong, you rode tough, but Larry Ward just had a little more.
Yeah, Larry rode fast at the beginning of the race, and you know, I had a really hard time getting around John Dowd. Track's really ruddy, and it's risky to make some you know, aggressive moves. So that took me a while. I gave Larry a pretty good buffer, and it was just tough to. I made up some time, but you rode a strong race.
I gotta ask you this: what changed between the end of the 1998 season and this year? Because Mike, you look like a whole different guy.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, I can't say enough about my bike. You know, the Factory Connection Jack in the Box Honda is working really good for me. I'm just, I didn't have any surgeries in the off season, and we did a lot of testing, and I just feel real good on it.
All right, good job. Hey, let's throw it back up to you, Art, and I'll get over here.
Okay, meanwhile, let's take a look at the unofficial point standings as we quickly calculated them up now. LAROCCO leads McGrath by 3 points. 82-79 is what I got. And Larry Ward, of course, he pops a few points on there with 25 on the board, moving up close to Dowdy. But what a great race for Larry Ward. And David Bailey, you know who's got to be feeling good right about now? Larry Ward and our producer-director, Scott McLemore, who couldn't be with us this weekend because of the passing away of his father. I think Larry Ward, he's going to add a special touch to Scott's misery down there. Let's go back to Davey.
Hey, Larry, congratulations. This has got to feel sweet after all those years to come back to your hometown and get the win.
Yeah, it sure does. And I'm sure glad number 3 came a lot quicker than number 2 did. But the Kingdome's such a special place to me. I will never forget these fans for the rest of my life as long as I live. And I got to give a call out to y'all watch this ESPN great show every week. And my good buddy Scott McLemore's dad died this week, and he couldn't be with us. So my heart's with you, Scott. Good luck.
All right, hey, Larry, congratulations. And finally, we're going to lean over here and talk to the 3rd place rider. John, you're the oldest guy up here. I hate to break that to you all the time, but man,
that's nothing new for me.
You're getting faster and faster every week on the 250. Tonight, you're on the up front the whole time.
I don't know. I guess I just, I felt pretty comfortable out there tonight. I ended up going in the, transferring out of the semi, which is probably good on a track like this because the track kind of deteriorated all night long, and it was just kind of a matter of staying up there and not really making too many mistakes. And I guess, I was lucky enough to kind of stay on my bike and, not make too many mistakes out there.
Thank you, Davey Combs. What a happy Larry Ward on that podium. There's no question about it. There's his mom as they embrace. The checkered flag for Larry Ward, his first of the season, so we have another new winner on the season. That means 3 winners on the year. And a new points winner coming out of the Seattle Kingdome in Mike LaRocco. What a great show. The final one from the Seattle Kingdome before they start racing this place come December 31st. Art Ekman, David Bailey, Davey Coombs, happy you could be with us from the Kingdome. So long, everybody.